Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn with Asif Sajjad. I'm Asif Sajjad, and on this channel I explain technical topics in a simple and easy to understand way. In today's video, we are going to learn about three pillars of Scrum: transparency, inspection, adaptation. These three pillars are the foundation of Scrum and help teams work more effectively, identify problems early, and continuously improve their products and processes. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand what each pillar means, why it's important, and how it's used in real Scrum projects. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. Scrum is a popular agile model that is lightweight and easy to understand. But like all agile methods, it is difficult to truly master. The methodology documented in the Scrum framework. Scrum framework is a set of team guidance practices, roles, events, artifacts, and rules to execute projects by. The theory behind Scrum is based on the three pillars. First is transparency, second is inspection, third is adaptation. Transparency is one of the three pillars of Scrum alongside inspection and adaptation and is fundamental to Scrum's effectiveness. Transparency in Scrum means that all aspects of the work, progress, challenges, and decisions are visible and clearly understood by everyone involved. So the Scrum team and stakeholders share the same understanding of reality. Transparency presents the facts as is. All people involved, like customer, the Scrum team, individual contributors, are transparent in their day-to-day dealings with others. The team must at all times know reasons for doing certain things or taking certain decisions. They all trust each other and they have the courage to keep each other abreast of good news as well as bad news. Everyone strives and collectively collaborates for the common organizational objective, and no one has any hidden agenda. Being upfront with the stakeholders will help in trust building and lead to better work ethics. What is purpose of transparency in Scrum? Transparency in Scrum ensures that everyone is on the same page, promotes informed decision making, and allows teams to address issues quickly. It's the foundation for effective collaboration, accountability, and continuous improvement. By being open about work and progress, teams can adapt quickly, fostering a more efficient and successful Scrum process. There are many purposes of transparency in Scrum which can be achieved, but I discuss some purposes only here. Number one, clear understanding of work. Everyone involved knows the goals, progress, and any potential obstacles. This clarity helps the team stay aligned with the project's objectives and ensures no one is left in the dark. Second, informed decision making. By sharing relevant information openly, teams can make decisions based on accurate and up to date data rather than assumptions or incomplete information. Third, trust and accountability. When transparency is maintained, there is no hidden agenda. This cultivates trust among team members and stakeholders, making it easier to address issues early and take collective ownership of the work. Fourth, continuous improvement. Transparency allows for a regular inspection and adaptation. If challenges or inefficiencies are visible, the team can act on them and continuous improve processes, tools, or approaches. Fifth, alignment with stakeholders. With open sharing of progress, issues, and risks, stakeholders can provide timely feedback, ensuring that the project stays on track with the business goals and that any necessary adjustments can be made properly. How we achieve transparency in the Scrum? There are many practices in the Scrum to achieve transparency. Let me discuss 7 key practices to achieve transparency in the Scrum. First one, visible artifacts. Scrum artifacts such as the product backlog, sprint backlog, and product increment are made visible to all team members and stakeholders. This ensures that everyone has access to the same information and understands the current state of the project, work in progress, and any challenges. The Scrum team and everybody involved have visibility into Scrum artifacts because decisions are based on these artifacts. Product backlog, open, accessible, and easy to understand. Sprint backlog clearly shows what the team is working on in the sprint. Product increment measured against a shared definition of done. The second practice is open communication. Team practice regular communication, especially during daily scrums, where everyone shares updates, potential blockers, and achievements. This openness ensures that team members are aware of each other's progress, enabling early detection of issues. Like in sprint planning, everyone has a shared understanding of what will be done in the sprint and why. In daily scrum, honest discussion of progress and impediments. In sprint review, demonstration of completed work and stakeholder feedback. In sprint retrospective, open reflection on what went well and what needs improvement. Third practice is inspect and adopt. Scrum emphasizes continuous improvement through sprint reviews and retrospectives. These events allow the team to inspect their progress and processes, identify areas for improvement, and make necessary adjustments. This ensures that everyone is aligned and transparent about what works and what does not. The fourth practice is clear roles and responsibilities. Transparency is also fostered by clearly defining the roles of product owner, scrum master, and development team. This ensures that there is no ambiguity regarding decision making, priorities, or accountabilities, and that all team members know who is responsible for what. The fifth practice is real time tracking. Tools like Kanban boards, burn down charts, and velocity charts provide real time visibility into the team's progress. These visual tools help both the team and stakeholders see how the work is progressing, making it easier to identify obstacles and adjust as needed. The sixth practice is clear definition of done. The definition of done ensures transparency in terms of what constitutes the completion of work. It outlines the quality standards and expectations for the increment. So all team members know when a task is truly complete. A common and transparent understanding of what done means to ensure that all stakeholders are in agreement. The seventh practice is stakeholder engagement. By involving stakeholders in events such as the sprint review, Scrum fosters transparency about progress and decision making. Feedback from stakeholders helps ensure that product is being built according to their expectations and needs. By fostering an environment of transparency, Scrum teams ensure that everyone has a shared understanding of project's goals, progress, challenges, and areas for improvement. Now, we discuss what happens without transparency in the Scrum. When transparency is missing in Scrum, the framework loses its effectiveness and turns into a formality rather than an agile system. Let me discuss some points. What typically happens without transparency? First, lack of shared understanding. Team members and stakeholders don't have a clear picture of goals, progress, or priorities. This leads to confusion about what should be done and why it matters. Second, hidden problems and late surprises. Issues like delays, technical debt, or quality problems remain concealed until it's too late. Without visibility, teams can't inspect and adopt early. Third, loss of trust. When information is withheld or unclear, trust between the Scrum team and stakeholders erodes. People begin to assume hidden agendas or blame each other. Fourth, poor decision making. Decisions are made based on assumptions or incomplete data instead of real facts. This often results in wrong priorities and wasted effort. Fifth is reduced accountability. If progress and responsibilities are not visible, ownership weakens. Team members may disengage because no one clearly sees contributions or outcomes. Sixth, breakdown of Scrum events. Sprint reviews becomes superficial. Retrospectives loss honesty, and daily scrums turn into status meetings instead of collaboration points. In simple words, without transparency, Scrum becomes guesswork instead of teamwork. Transparency is the foundation that enables inspection and adaptation. Without transparency, Scrum simply cannot work as intended. Now, let me discuss a little scenario without transparency and with transparency. Suppose developer A is stuck on a technical problem for 3 days but does not mention it. The sprint ends and the critical feature is not done. The product owner is surprised and frustrated. The team misses their commitment. Now we discuss the same scenario with transparency. The same developer A mentions the problem in the daily scrum on day 1. Developer B has solved a similar problem before and offers help. They solve it together in 2 hours. The feature completes on time. Now we discuss some examples with particular scenario. Some of transparency practices in those particular scenarios, and then we'll discuss outcome of implementing those transparency practices for better understanding. For example, software development project, mobile app. A Scrum team is developing a food delivery mobile app. Some of transparency practices in this case are all tasks are visible on a shared Scrum board to do in progress, testing done. This sprint backlog clearly shows which features are committed for this sprint. During the daily scrum, a developer openly says the payment API integration is delayed due to third party issues because the issue is transparent. So what will be outcome in this case? The scrum master removes blockers. The product owner adjusts priorities. The team avoids last minute surprise. Now we discuss another example. A website redesign for a client. The scenario is a team is redesigning a corporate website for a client. Some of transparency practices in this case are the product backlog is shared with the client. Every sprint ends with a sprint review where the team demos completed pages, pending issues, performance metrics. Because the things are transparent. So what will be outcome in this case? The client clearly sees progress. Feedback is received early. No conflict at delivery time. Now we discuss another example. E-commerce platform performance issues. The scenario is an e-commerce site faces slow checkout performance. Transparency in practice, performance issues are added openly to the backlog. Metrics like load time, failure rate are shared with the stakeholders. In the sprint retrospective, the team admits we underestimated database indexing effort because team is admitting the mistake transparently. So what will be outcome? Team improves estimation. Technical debt is addressed. Trust between team and stakeholders increases. Now we discuss another example. Quality assurance and bug tracking transparency. Scenario is a quality assurance team finds critical bugs close to release. Transparency in practice, bugs are logged openly with severity levels. Everyone can see bug counts and trends. Developers and quality assurance discuss risks openly in sprint review. What will be outcome of these practices? Release decisions are made on facts, not pressure. Quality improves. No blame culture develops. Now, we discuss another example. Startup MVP development. MVP stands for minimal viable product. The scenario is a startup is building an MVP under tight deadlines. Transparency in practice, velocity, and burn down charts are shared with the investors. Risks are openly communicated. Scope is adjusted transparently when timelines slip. What is outcome? Investors trust the team. Realistic commitments are made. MVP launches successfully. So, conclusion is at the heart of Scrum lies transparency, the principle that all aspects of work, progress, decisions, and challenges are visible and clearly understood by everyone involved. Transparency ensures that the Scrum team and stakeholders share the same understanding of reality, enabling informed decision making, early identification of issues, and continuous improvement. When information is open and honest, trust grows, collaboration strengthens, and the team can adapt quickly to deliver real value.
Inspection in Scrum means regularly examining the product, process, practices, and team performance to detect problems early. Also, identifying any deviations from the expected path and ensure the team's work stays aligned with the intended sprint goals and objectives. It is a crucial aspect of ensuring that the team's work aligns with the intended goals and objectives. In Scrum, what teams inspect? First, the product. Second, the progress. Third, the process. In the product, this is inspected. Does it work correctly? Does it meet quality standards? Does it deliver value to users? Are there bugs or issues? In the progress, this is inspected. Are we on track to meet our sprint goals? Is our velocity consistent? Are we completing what we commit to in the process? This is inspected. Are our meetings effective? Are impediments being removed? Is communication flowing well? Are we collaborating effectively? Inspection leads to continuous improvement. A regular inspection helps teams improve in several ways. Number one, identifying issues early. By frequently checking work, teams can spot problems before they become serious, allowing for quick fixes. Second, adopting to changes. Inspection provides insights into what is working and what is not, helping teams adjust plans and strategies as needed. Third, maintaining quality. Continuous checks ensure that the work meets expected standards and stakeholder expectations. Fourth, encouraging learning. Reviewing work processes and outcomes helps teams learn from past experiences, promoting ongoing improvement and better results. Inspection happens during sprint planning, daily scrum, sprint review, sprint retrospective. In sprint planning, at the beginning of a sprint, the scrum team decides which product backlog items to work on. In daily scrum, the scrum developers meet every day of the sprint to inspect progress toward the sprint goal and adopt the sprint backlog accordingly. In sprint review, the Scrum team presents their work to the stakeholders and asks for feedback. In sprint retrospective, after each sprint, the team holds a meeting to brainstorm on the past sprint, analyze what went right and what went wrong, and plan strategies for improvements.
The third pillar of Scrum is adaptation. Adaptation means changing or adjusting the plan, the process, or the product when new information or problems are identified so the team can achieve better results. The process of making necessary changes to the product, plan, or way of working after inspecting progress to achieve the sprint goal and deliver better value. Adaptation involves adjusting a process to minimize further issue if an inspection shows a problem or undesirable trend. Inspection works together with the third pillar of Scrum, adaptation. Once a sprint is over and we have completed the inspection, it's time to change our processes and make room for improvement. Adaptation allows team members to freely share their learnings and insights and facilitate problem solving Through brainstorming sessions, we can identify opportunities for innovation and adopt our approaches for better outcomes next time. Scrum development teams can implement adaptation in the following ways. Number one, adjusting sprint backlog based on the insights derived during the inspection. Teams can adapt changes to the items in the sprint backlog. Second, adapting daily stand ups. Teams can alter their day to day work plan during daily stand ups and incorporate new strategies. Third, reviewing sprint feedback. Scrum teams can analyze the feedback they received in the previous sprint review and use it as a guide to adapt their approach for the next sprint. Adaptation makes our team agile, improves the quality of work, helps identify problems, and adjusts our workflows for more efficiency and maintains high customer satisfaction level.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, then please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. Your support means a lot. Take care.